Well, good evening, jammers, and welcome to another episode of the Jams and Cocktails Live podcast. I'm your host, Brad Brock, and tonight we're catching up with our friend and wonderful singer-songwriter, one-woman band. Give it up for Victoria Leigh.
I should say us.
Yeah, and Sean, of course. We can't forget about Sean. Oh, no, there we go. That's a classic. I have to tell you, Victoria, I have that on my soundboard because of you. Because of you, so I have it on my soundboard. Great to have you guys here today. We're running with a little bit of a skeleton crew, you know, and Jordan and Derek out of town. Suspicious. Yes, but they're in different places as far as I know. So you never know. Anyway, so joining us here in the lounge, of course, is holding down the big chair, quite literally at this point, is Ellie. I'm looking at Ellie over there, feet not touching the ground at all. So I told her. I said you have to at least bring the chair up to be somewhere in the echelon of Jordan's height, which is significantly higher,
like a foot taller than
me. How tall is she?
Jordan is 5'10".
Oh wow!
I feel like she's taller than that. She's like 7 foot to me.
Yeah. Sometimes to me she's like 7 foot. Dead serious, and I'm not ashamed of this, but sometimes there are things on the top shelf that I'm unable to reach. And to be fair, sometimes there's things that she put on the top shelf that I can't reach. And so that's terrible too.
Yeah, that's my entire time.
Terrible. You're terrible people, you tall people. It's funny. I saw this really tall guy walk into Ellie's restaurant the other day, and he had to duck to get in the door. And I was like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good with not being that tall. It's better for me. It's better for me. All around.
Concussions all the time, probably.
Yeah. Don't need it. All those signs that say "mind your head" doesn't apply. Doesn't apply to me.
There's no mind.
Yeah. Anyway. All right, you guys. So yeah, let's make sure that we have a good time tonight to make Derek and Jordan jealous.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be good.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. I appreciate everybody joining us live tonight on YouTube, Facebook, on our partner radio stations, Shore Live Radio and JNC Radio. Of course, wherever you're tuning in, we certainly hope that you make your way over to our YouTube channel and give us a subscribe, and then like, share, and follow us all over social media. We're very, very interesting people here, so you're definitely going to want to follow along. Where am I? I lost my... See, everything's lower now. I can see all of you, but I can't see any of my notes. But at least this week, Ellie, I have my glasses on. Last week, I was wearing sunglasses, and they were not prescription. Mm-hmm. Couldn't see anything. Nothing. I don't know how I made it through. All right. Well, can't wait to catch up with you guys. And I guess we should get this thing started with our shot of the week. All right, so you guys, this week's feature presents itself as a nostalgic throwback. It's called Bazooka Joe, after the classic bubblegum. And we kind of talked a little bit off air, but you all said that you can recall that taste of that Bazooka bubblegum. Now, Bazooka was the one that came in the cards, right? The baseball cards. That was the Bazooka gum. All right, so this is claiming that it tastes just like that, and it's very easy to make. 1 part Irish cream, 1 part banana liqueur, and 1 part blue curacao, and it literally is the same color as it is in that photograph there. It's pretty remarkable.
100.
It is. Yeah. Pretty. It does look like water when I'm.
It kind of looks like Mylanta.
It's the same as these Post-it notes.
Oh my God, it really is.
Wow.
Oh man. All right, so I'm gonna we'll have like a proper like whiskey tasting Or you know,
Okay,
we'll go through the whole motions and a little swirl around a little bit, and then
Yep.
and then you tell us what you think. Cheers.
Everybody has a pinky up. Nice.
Bottoms up.
Wow. That is exactly the same
Wow.
as Bazooka.
Is that not the craziest combination?
That is really good.
Whoa!
We gotta make that.
If you sip it, you don't get it. But when you take the whole shot, boom.
Yeah, you kind of. Okay, we'll start with Ellie. What do you think in comparison? Okay, before you compare, what do you think of the shot overall?
It's good. It tastes like bubblegum.
Yeah. So comparing it to like Bazooka, I think any kind of like traditional or original bubblegum flavor is where.
No, it's
for me.
definitely like lasts like 3 seconds, but it's there.
Yeah, it nails it. Well, kind of like any other bubblegum.
Any other
kind of like
bubblegum,
Bazooka bubblegum in
Yeah.
general.
For zebra stripes.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah.
Fruit Stripes. Forget about it.
It's so good for 5 seconds.
You're being generous.
Yeah.
What about you, Sean? What do you think?
Yeah, no, it tastes just like bubblegum. It's like I used to have this like medicine when I was a kid, and it tasted almost exactly like that. I mean, even consistency and everything.
Okay, yeah. It is a little like milk of magnesia of texture.
It does have that.
Yes.
What about you,
I
Victoria?
liked it. I think it's very bubblegummy. I would order it.
So it begs the question: does bubblegum taste like banana?
Yeah.
Is
It
Yeah, I
has banana
guess.
flavoring in it.
Is that what it
their
gives it
main,
that flavoring?
Yeah.
A lot of stuff has banana flavor in it that you
Oh
wouldn't
my
think.
God. You guys, I'm telling you out there, if you like bubblegum, that's the shot for you. You can find the recipe on the event page that we've posted for this. And you can join us each week for our shot of the week by visiting jncpodcast.com and see what we're planning, then get everything delivered to your door from our friends at
Drizzly.
Better late than never. Oh, man. All right, you guys. We're going to dive right into the show tonight because we got a lot to talk about, and it's been a long time coming. It's time to catch up. Trying to pin you down is like, I don't even know. What's a good analogy? I don't know.
Like me trying to catch a nap.
maybe that too. Seriously, you are the hardest working entertainer that I see. I see your calendar come out. The only person that works as hard as you is John Prestige, and maybe Vern Dazel is like getting up on that. I see these lists of entertainers, and I'm like, wow, I'll never post my entire month because everybody will be like, what do you do? The truth is, I don't know. I don't know how I survive. All that podcast money. That's where that's how I'm paying my bills.
I hear that's where it is. That's where the money's at.
Yeah. Me too. But no, so we finally got you here, and it's so glad to have you, and so excited that you're part of ArtsFest, which we're excited to be a part of this year. Yeah. So we'll talk about that. But first off, I want to congratulate you guys on your engagement.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think there was I incorporated that sound into my live set when I am drinking. So I think that night that he proposed, I had a burr in there.
Oh,
we also got that button at the house that does the exact same thing.
Oh,
So you walk by and it makes the exact.
have you seen that video of the girl who's like trained her dogs to like tell her when they want food?
Oh yeah, and has yes.
Well, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get the buttons and do that with my dogs. And
oh no!
I had it came in like a 4-pack, so they do it when they want water. I think it's just like an accident, but they do it every time they want water. When they walk over there, they hit it. But I had an extra one, and I just like, so every time I hit it, it's just,
and it's you doing the,
yeah. So that's the button he's talking about.
Yes, and I hit it
that's
all the
awesome.
time.
Important stuff.
It is important stuff. And I'm getting ideas. I'm getting ideas. That's great. Well, tell us your love story. How did you guys meet? What made you say yes? These are questions I want to know because I'm not even sure why Jordan said yes to me. So I'm trying to create a journal here.
Well, one of our acquaintances introduced us, and I was doing that tour with K-Bong, that was last September, I think.
Yeah.
And we started talking just online, and I think we met once.
No, well, we
I don't even remember.
we were talking for about say a month and a half, and then it just kind of fell off because you're on tour. So we were just we never got a chance to hang out. And then one night I came to one of her gigs.
Yeah.
And then
the rest is history.
And then the rest is history.
and then I never went home again.
Basically.
Ever.
Pretty much, yeah. That's exactly what happened.
Yep.
Oh, I love that. Well, how long were you guys? How long are you guys together before you decided to get engaged?
I think it was like 11 months.
Yeah, almost a year.
Nice.
It's kind of one of those.
That's solid.
When,
Yeah.
I feel like that's
sort of
solid. Yeah.
things.
Yeah. Jordan and I have been together 8 years.
Yeah.
So I was really sure.
Yeah.
Really sure. Otherwise, I knew I needed to do something because I'd be living on the streets otherwise. So the big question is, did you know it was coming? Did you suspect?
I knew it was coming, but I didn't know it was coming on that trip because he happened to be able to join me in the Keys for one of the months I was going down there. I knew he was coming down, and I thought it was going to happen around Christmas.
And I made sure right before I headed down there to be like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a great time at Christmas and blah blah blah.
Yeah, he definitely was like
Throw
laying
it
it on
off.
thick, like Christmas.
Yeah,
That's gonna be the time.
Distraction. It's good.
Bam.
And then he also told because he did it or proposed at one of the shows that I was playing, so he made sure that my friends that worked at the bar, my friends that were there at the bar, knew. So I was the only one who was out of the loop, of course. And he came up when I just took one of my breaks, and he comes up and he grabs my microphone, which I'm like, the hell are you doing?
I honestly thought she was gonna kill me.
There's a video of the look on my face, and I'm just like, what? Why? And then it like kind of clicked. I was like, are you doing what I think you're doing? And I was like, yep.
I feel like that's the most fun when you can pull the wool over the eye. Like that was my whole thing because we've been together. I only asked that because I wanted to know, obviously, but it becomes different if you're not if you're kind of expecting it. You guys have talked about it clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Jordan and I. We had talked about it. We were. We knew it was coming, but I never even let on that I was looking at rings, buying anything. I was just like, and anytime anybody asked me, like, oh, we're just doing our thing, blah, blah, blah. Here, I've already been plotting for ages.
Yeah.
And so I was at least 90% confident that she was going to say yes, which is helpful. So the whole game really was to pull it off without her knowing. And for me, like that was the most fun was to get all of it set up and put together and get her there, which is always a chore to get Jordan out of the house when she doesn't have to be or wants to be. And she had no idea, and so she really right up until the last minute, you had no idea that it was happening. That's great.
Yep.
That's well done.
Got him.
Well done, Sean.
I was very scared.
Did you think I was going to say no?
No, I just was talking in front of people.
Oh, that was the scarier part?
I took the mic and I was like, hey guys, this is awkward.
Do you have one of those moments where the record stops and there's like a whoa, whoa, whoa?
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Oh my God. Well, congratulations, you guys. It's awesome. And let me tell you, you guys got engaged just before I got engaged. Mm-hmm. And then Jordan's brother had just gotten engaged. And I was like, and I already, like, the ring was being made. Like, the little ring elves were, like, hammering it out and putting it together. And so I was just waiting for it to arrive. Uh-huh. And everybody's getting engaged. I was like, oh, my God, she's going to find out. She's going to know. How will she know? And if anything, it made it better because then she really thought that there was no possible way because of all the weddings that were being planned around us. Got her.
And the crazy thing is when that, because you say that there was, everybody was getting engaged at the same time. When we were down there the next night, people were coming up to us. There was probably like 5 or 6 people that said, "Oh, hey, we just got married or engaged or whatever." Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There was.
There was a bunch of people that had just done the same thing. Whoa,
yeah, and any musician, if you're gonna get engaged, definitely do it at a show because we cleaned house that night.
Yes.
Yes.
Put up a sign.
So smart.
I was like, we should get engaged at every show.
Yeah, right. Just keep doing it.
Right? Just make it a touring show.
That
It's
was
like
a great
it's
night
all
for
an
trips.
act.
Yes.
Oh, so good. Well, speaking of shows, you've actually got a couple shows that you're about to jet set out to.
I am.
So that's going on in the Virgin Islands, which you go down there pretty often. And it's usually to this place, the Windmill, I believe it's
Correct.
called.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Windmill Bar in St. John. Christy Register owns this beautiful bar overlooking, I think it's Hawks Nest Bay in St. John, and it's just literally heaven on earth. Like, it's that picture. Like, that's it in real life.
Oh, you mean the photograph that Jordan painted? Oh, oh boy.
Good job, Jordan. Well, colors wise, it's very pretty, and the people there are wonderful, and it's just honestly one of my favorite places to go. And the Keys, so that's why I go there as often as I do, because it's great, and I feel very lucky to play music in places that I love so much.
Yeah, the Keys are basically like the Florida Islands, you know? I mean, we're so fortunate to have our own chain of islands that we can go to in a car drive. It's
Where
pretty
music
awesome.
is just like so celebrated too. Like,
Yeah.
that's every time I'm in Key West. Like, if I'm not playing there, I'm going around to watch other people play music, and I feel like I'm in like Willy Wonka's factory. Like, just like, this is heaven.
Yeah,
This
it feeds
is
your
all I
soul
ever
a little
wanted.
bit, you know? I feel that way about here, though, too. Whenever I get a night off, man,
Yeah.
there's so many musicians and so much music to check out around here. I mean, it goes all the way back to why I started this podcast in the beginning. Was I never got to go see you guys, so I was
Yeah.
like, why not just invite them to my house, capture them for a
Love
couple
it.
hours, and get a private concert,
Gotcha.
right? So yeah, the Sugar Shack sessions. This is something that they do over in VI, and so tell me a little bit about that, because I saw that you were doing it. And then I saw a photo shoot, and I was like, man, they're taking, like, this is a cool setup. I didn't know what it was. I was like, this. So I kind of dived in a little bit, and so yeah, tell us about what they're doing there with the Sugar Shack session.
Sugar Shack's based out of Bonita Springs, I believe. They're coming over. I'm not exactly sure what they're going to be filming for this trip. I think it might be the whole festival, or it might just be parts of it. I don't have a lot of information on that, unfortunately. I know
All
they're
right,
gonna be
well,
there.
we'll fix that in post. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. In this whole festival, I read that it's actually celebrating somebody's wedding.
Yes, so the band Fortunate
Ironic.
Youth, their lead singer Dan Kelly is getting married. And last year, every year at the Windmill Bar, she does Jam Fest, which has just been an ever-growing music festival that she does every year. And the Virgin Islands are small, so they get these pretty big headliners, and then it's just a very intimate concert setting. Like, everyone's there on the island, but it's like a 7 square mile island.
Right.
So, there's not a crazy amount of people there, but it's everyone that's there is like 100% excited to be there. And it's just a vibe. I don't know how else to put it.
No, that's awesome. I have friends that live over in St. Bart's, and similar kind of thing, like lots of celebrities like live on or go to and hang out there. So like musicians go over there in the same kind of situation. They'll go and they'll throw these intimate concerts, and everybody on the island shows up, and it's a big party. And then, they go back to their dwellings. And, yeah, like St. Bart's is very pinkies up, super elite.
Yeah.
So it's, like Jimmy Buffett does that. John Mayer, I've seen, has done it. So all those,
Cool.
not to name drop or anything, but
You want to pick those up?
yeah.
Seem to have dropped them.
Jordan, I look over, I see Ellie, but it's not. Oh,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. No, nothing to be sorry about. One more question about VI though is how big is your luggage, and do you think I could fit inside?
Okay, so no. Let's see, I got 40 pounds, and my RC300 and my ME80 weigh about 30 of those.
Yeah.
Why they haven't made those pedals lighter, I don't know. So I just finished vacuum sealing all my clothes for the week, and yeah, I think I have a little scale luggage thing because I'm usually over, but I got it at like 39.5.
That's
So unless you can get it down
Very
to like
precise.
0.5, then I don't think you're in line.
I don't think I'm going to be lighter than that.
We
so.
can add a carry-on for Sean.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Put you in a backpack.
Oh God, yeah, no, they make those pedals for the road. Like they do not make them light.
It's a super cheap flight over there, though. It's like $200 round trip, And
Is it really?
Fort Lauderdale, yep. It's really not expensive. The lodging is, and everything else is, but the getting there is not that bad.
Yeah, it's like oh gosh, like going to a concert. You know, the ticket's only $30, but a beer is $17, and
or like Spirit Airlines altogether.
Oh God, we don't mention that name on the show. I'm gonna have to go and edit it out.
Okay, sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Garrett's Bay.
Yes, Garrett's Bay. Oh gosh, no, that's so great. And so Windmill, like that's your joint when you go over there. That's what you go over there to play at whenever you head that way.
Yes, usually
cool.
usually on like a quarterly trip, I'll just go out and I'll do like 4 or 5 3-hour sets for her there. But next month I'll be out there again for the Jam Fest. Swayze is going to be headlining that, and there's a couple other performers that'll be there as well. But that should be. I'm excited to do the back-to-back 2 months thing. That should be.
Oh, Swayze, that's one of Jordan's favorites. She loves Swayze. Yeah, anytime he comes to town, she's out there. She just saw him at Terra Firmata a few months ago. Said it was a great show.
Yeah.
So he's got some bangers.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, he's
I'm
got
here
a
for
vibe.
Swayze. Well, right on. Going to talk a little bit about your latest single, which is kind of aging now. Yeah. It's been so long since we caught up. We never even got to talk about this release, but we've been featuring it on these shows and our radio station, and now they get to hear it on Shore Life Radio. They tune into my morning show. I play it all the time. Cool. So yeah, Saturday morning is the song, and so let's tell me a little bit about that tune, and of course having Josh Heinrichs feature on that. I think that's super cool.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't know. That was kind of one of those. I was leaving a gig. And then I came home and was just hit with like a wall of insomnia, which is kind of when my best creative energy strikes. And I stayed up till like probably 4 a.m, just like getting it dialed in a little bit. And then I have been like Facebook friends with Josh Heinrichs' wife, Katie. She's amazing for a while. And I've seen Josh probably, I don't know, 20 times over the last like 10 years.
Oh, wow.
I've always been a big fan of his. And I was actually talking to Dante, Adam Sandler, Dante.
Oh,
who was kind of
Peter Dante. Yeah,
Peter Dante. He was kind of rocking around the reggae scene for a while, and we did a house party together. And I was telling him, I'm like, you know, I have this song, and I think I had most of it recorded at a Ringcat at the time, and I was like, well, I really want to get a cool feature. I'm thinking Josh Heinrichs would be really cool, and like. I would love to ask Johnny Cosmic from Sick Figure if he could like mix and master it. And he's like, well, we'll do it. I was like, okay. And that was kind of the push I needed. He's like, well, what he said actually was, you'd be stupid if you didn't ask. Yeah. And I was like, okay, like thanks.
Solid advice. Yeah.
Solid Peter Dante.
God, that guy's a wild man. Yeah, I heard that he was kind of bebopping around for a little while.
He was.
And no, that's great. Yeah, there was I don't know, it was like 2 weeks where I saw him at every place taking photos with every person.
Oh, yeah, he was in downtown Stuart for a while. I guess one of his friends owned one of the hotels on the island, so he was crashing there for a little bit, and then he was just hanging out in like Lush and hanging out at Mulligan's.
Yeah, I saw Sneaky Tiki was there too. Good for him.
Yep,
I'd hang out there too. I don't.
Yep.
Well, awesome. And of course, that song is available anywhere that you listen to music or stream music. And if you really want to support artists, which we really want you to do, go buy the MP3. Buy the MP3, put it on your hard drive, never to see it again because you'll just go stream it on YouTube. But the money goes to the artist. It's if you're not buying CDs anymore.
I got my paycheck from CD Baby. I got my what is it? My W-9.
Your 1099 or whatever it is
from CD Baby. I was like, I gotta pay taxes on this. Woo, I'm going somewhere now.
You've made it big now, and you gotta pay taxes. Now you have to be like a real entertainer and not pay the taxes, and then go to prison.
Yeah,
that's where the real fun happens.
That sounds cool. I can get a face tattoo and everything.
And everything. That's
what I've always looked forward to being.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fame, the fortune, the prison. It's all wonderful. Take it from someone. Who knows? You're also the mastermind behind Sovereign Entertainment, which is very cool. You're booking some really cool venues around town, which I'm fortunate to play at, which is great. So tell us about that endeavor. It's an undertaking I would never ever do. Dealing with a bunch of assholes like me all day, I couldn't do it.
It definitely keeps me on my toes. I think Sean will attest that it has given me some heart palpitations.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
A lot of
Well, it started because Jeff and I have been so close for so long, and he's always been booking, and I have been booking myself so much that I get a lot of offers, which I'm very, very grateful for, and I can't take them. And for the longest time, like probably 2 or 3 years, I was just saying, "Oh, but I'll help you find somebody. I'll help you fill the dates." And then I realized I was spending so much time helping people fill dates. I was like, "Okay, I'm just gonna make this into something I can actually like be compensated for my time that I'm putting into this now." So, if there's a venue that's just starting out, I can ask them if they need someone to help them with their booking, and then in turn, I can help book the people that I love and the people that I'm friends with and the people that are trying to get I'm always rooting for the underdog kind of thing. And I had so many people when I started, I was like, "Can I have a gig or two?" And they were like, "Yeah, kid, we never heard before. Go for it." So it's nice to like be able to help people, and then I don't know. I kind of like the challenge of it, which it's definitely been a bit of a challenge at times, but I do enjoy it.
Well, that's great. So where did the Sovereign name come from? I like it, but I want to hear the story behind it.
It was just like a brainstorming thing, because originally what I wanted it to be was like a brand. Like I wanted to start like a Treasure Coast kind of like almost skate lifestyle brand, and I came up with the Sovereign logo, and I had this. It was just a total like brain explosion of like, okay, I want to do like festivals, I want to do shows, I want to do this, I want to do that, and I wanted to all fall under like Sovereign. So I mean, TBA, I don't know.
No, but
we'll see what else comes from that. But
yeah,
for now,
that's
it's
great.
Just, I mean, I prefer doing like higher end, like luxury, like style music bookings is like what it started out as, and now I'm like totally cool with like doing my monthlies at like the venues that I work with. So
yeah, and you got some great venues. Cork comes to mind immediately. They're wonderful. They're wonderful to us as artists. It's a very easy gig to play. Easy in a sense that there's never a problem. Like like there's some venues I play that I walk in and like my heart just stops because I know there's always some issue.
Yeah. You can feel it. It's like right here.
Yeah, and it's just you makes you not want to go, but you also want to pay rent, so that's kind of an important thing. And it tends to be like some of those venues have the best crowds. Yeah. So it's like on the back end it's going to be terrible, but your reception is going to be wonderful. Yeah. Cork is the best of all of that. The management's great there, and the gig itself is super easy. It's really low key, and people are super responsive. You wouldn't think that they are because they're like, doing their thing, eating the great food, and but like the response when you take that break and they all come up and they're like, "Oh, that's so good."
Yeah, they appreciate it.
Yeah,
I like
really
Hope Sound in general, and Hope Sound's kind of like, I feel like there's more places opening that are having music now, and I think Harry and the Natives has always had music, but I think they're kind of like stepping up the game now. So it's cool to like kind of bring a little bit more of a music hub to Hope Sound.
Yeah, I feel like it's always been a possibility. They just never got cohesive as a community. Yeah. But they're working on it. Yep. That's great. Oh, good for you. Moving on. Before we talk about ArtsFest, because I want to talk about that, I just want to take a peek at all of our comments. We got quite a bit. I've been neglecting it. It's right here in front of me, but it's lower now. So I don't. Before I'd be giving this interview, and my monitor would be right here, and I could be like, "Oh, I see all these." But no, I'm gonna give a shout out to Andy H's Tropical Vibes. Said, "Love you, Victoria. You've been a huge inspiration for me." Let's see. Jay Bird saying, "Howdy, y'all." Al Beltran saying, "Hey guys."
What up, Al?
Mike Lubeck saying, "Hello, Sean and Victoria and Brad and Ellie." Al wants me to tell you that he loves you so much. And hi.
I love you too, Al.
Oh, let's see who else. Jordan chiming in. Oh, nice of you to join us, Jordan. And Philip, of course, my solid anchor. He's there for me in the morning while he's at work, and then he comes and watches these shows at nighttime too. So good to see you, Phil. And Johnny Ringo tuning in over on Facebook. He doesn't get the memo, so he still goes to Facebook. Literally, it's like crickets over there. I've been working so hard on getting everybody over to YouTube. But Ringo, you're holding it strong over there. Somebody's got to do it. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Just got a couple more questions, and then we'll get a song out of you. Yeah. So ArtsFest. Stoked to have you at ArtsFest this year. Is this your first time playing there, or have you played ArtsFest before?
You know, I honestly don't know the answer to that. I want to say I've done it before, but I could be entirely wrong.
Yeah, that's all good.
It all blurs together after a while. I'm sure you know.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Bumpin' Ugly has a song called "Load In, Load Out," and that's just kind of like life.
I hear you. Well, this is one of our first gigs, like hosting anything. So we're kind of like, anytime we can get out of here. I love it here. It's a wonderful space. It's very, very inspirational in here. But sometimes I like to get out of this room. I feel like I spend probably 86% of my time here, all day, all night. But no, anytime we can get out and meet people in real life, is dope. So we're stoked that they asked us to come and host the entertainment. And so thank you for being here. I know I reached out to you. I was like, you're playing, you need to come and we need to talk about it. So
yeah.
So you're going to be playing on Sunday morning.
Super Bowl Sunday morning.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Yes.
Well, what time does that set kick off?
I looked at it before I got here, so I wouldn't do this and forget what time I was playing, but it's early. It is at 10:15 to 11. You're doing that on Saturday, right?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah. I'll be kicking off the whole.
Kicking off? Is that a Super Bowl pun? Oh wait, you're Saturday. I'm Sunday. Never mind. It is now.
You can't see it. It's on in frame. Anyway, that was my football stance. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So I'll be playing that slot on Saturday. Oh, nice. So we're holding down the morning.
Yeah.
So somebody's got to. No, it's great. I feel like Sunday's going to be a better day. People are going to be out and about. Everybody likes
Everyone's
Sunday fun day.
Getting ready for their Super Bowl stuff. I was supposed to play at Tide House that afternoon. I still don't know what time I'm playing at, but I texted them. I was supposed to play 4 to 7. Kickoffs at 6:30. So I think we're moving it up.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It'll probably be busy both days for ArtsFest, and hopefully it's a nice weekend.
I feel like didn't happen to. I think we were talking last year around this time. I think I was scheduled to play Super Bowl Sunday at Cork, and it was an evening thing, I believe. And I was like, I don't know if they're gonna want me to do this. I was like, so let's you should reach out and ask them. And they were like, yeah, no, definitely not. But then I played the very next day. I think Valentine's Day was on a Monday last year.
Oh yeah, did we move it?
Yeah, we moved it.
Okay, that works.
So I was like, oh, that works out well. But, oh man, Super Bowl always
football
mess
in
up things
general. I'm not a football fan. Is there anything worse as a musician than like singing your heart and soul out to only have people clap at a TV? It's like,
I just close my eyes and pretend it's for me.
They can't hear you.
I'm like, oh, is that a touchdown or did I hit a good note?
Did you really like that one line of that second verse that much?
Guys, I didn't even start playing yet.
Scott Bench he just says thank you. I've seen him like he's posted about that before, and people like cheering for sports games while you're playing, and he's like, "Oh, thanks so much, guys."
Scott's great. Scott just he's great to watch. Not only is he an amazing entertainer, but he's even more entertaining when people aren't paying attention or football's on or hockey or anything like that. He's a riot.
Yeah.
So are you coming to that gig at ArtsFest with the whole setup, or you just awesome?
I'll be doing the
whole
rigmarole. That's my word of the week.
Nice. Well, we will be there to bring you on the stage bright and early in the morning. Whoop. And we'll do it. We'll be there together. And I'm so stoked that you're there. There's so many great acts. The Nouveau Honkies are playing. Jake Walden. There's Brett Statska and oh gosh, there's so many. I'm like,
Morale will be there.
Oh, you know the whole list.
I just did it. sometimes I remember things.
That's good.
Yes,
That's
and
good.
it's not- it's
I
not
don't remember
consistent.
anything.
Yeah, that's really good because I don't remember anything.
See, you're match made in heaven.
Yep.
So
Olive theory.
speaking of football, because we know how interested you are in it, who are
Yes.
you rooting for football this
As I told you
the Super
earlier, I
Bowl.
am rooting for Rihanna.
Yeah, for Rihanna.
Get a better Rihanna.
You can only have one soundboard at a time. I can't make miracles happen.
Can't cheer on the.
We gotta cut them off.
That's funny.
Oh, nice. All right. Well, you guys, we're gonna let Victoria go and grab her guitar and get set up for a song there. All right, you guys, give it up for Victoria Leigh.
All right. This is an original called Reckless. I wrote this on a canal in the Keys at like 2 a.m, drinking whiskey by myself. To change me now, stuck in my ways, in my own haze. The root of it all is me. Put up these walls, my own downfalls. I need to save myself from me. Stuck here out at sea. Baby, I'm reckless. My self-destruct, I am reckless. Oh, it's never enough, I'm reckless. Running away. Baby, I'm reckless. When I self-destruct, I am reckless. Oh, it's never enough, I'm reckless. Running away. There's nothing I can say to you to change your mind, but not this time. And I know that my shit gets old, so I'm told, so I'm told. I need to save myself from me. Stuck here out at sea. Baby, I'm reckless. When I self-destruct, I am reckless. Oh, it's never enough, I'm reckless. Running away. Baby, I'm reckless. When I self-destruct, I am reckless. Oh, it's never enough, I'm reckless. Running away. Running away. Ooh.
Nice.
Thanks.
That was so great.
Thanks.
All right, now I have to readjust everything. So I have to ask before we move on. When are you putting that record out, girl?
It's in the works. It is definitely in the works. I am all of the ideas that have just been like around my head, and I have Christy from the Virgin Islands has been pushing me for that as well, and she's been.
I bet
she has some strings that she can pull, and she's been a wonderful person to have on my team and on my side, and I'm excited about seeing how that comes to fruition as well, especially for the makings of an album. I've realized over the last couple months that like I'm very hard on myself. Everyone is, but I think he can attest that I'm like ridiculously hard on myself, and that kind of like turns over into being a perfectionist when it comes to music, which I think we all are. And
sure.
For me, it's just it's never done. You know, like then it's almost been like I need to perfect it before I record it, but it's like, well, when's that gonna be? It's like, well, never if I don't just do it. So I'm getting to the point where I'm realizing like I need to just do it. So
yeah, the best piece of advice I got from my friend Drew many years ago, because we lived together in Orlando, and so and they were all musicians, all my roommates, so like they helped me cut my record, and my first one. And so I had been working on this album for years at this point, just every song, every now and then, like write a song and then I'd record it, and then for years I would mix and, add things, take things out, re-record things. And I was like, I don't know. He's like, well, when are you going to release it? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know if it's done yet. And he's like, well, if you never think it's going to be done, it's never going to be done.
Yeah.
So he was like, just do it, man. He was like, at some point, you have to close the book.
Yeah.
And say, this is it. He's like, the advice is, it doesn't have to be a masterpiece. It just has to be a piece. Mm-hmm. It has to be done. And so it reminds me of a story of the Foo Fighters with Dave Grohl, also a perfectionist, and I forget who it was in his band, but they were like, oh my God, what song was it? It was a Beatles song. It was like, not every song has to be Hey Jude.
Yeah.
Like not every song has to be this musical masterpiece. You can write a fun song about nonsense.
Yeah.
And it's good enough. So I don't know. So hurry up.
Yeah.
William.
It's there. It's there.
No, you have such great tunes. I have a couple in the queue to play when it's time for a pee-pee break out there. You guys know what I'm talking about out there in the world. You know what I'm saying? So we'll play one of those videos for you. It's a wonderful throwback, to be honest. The very first time we had a podcast together, and I think the song was called "This Song Has No Name," and it was such a great tune. So we'll play that as a break song when we do that. But yeah, I'm very excited to hear a record from you. I love your singles that have come out Saturday morning. It's wonderful. It never gets old. I listen to it all the time. I genuinely do. And so, yeah,
it's coming. It's coming sooner than later.
Yes, good. All right. Well, you guys, the time has come to put our knowledge of pop music to the test in a little game that we lovingly call Name That Tune. All right. I promise this will not be fun, and it will not be easy.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Just
Sounds
as long as I put that out there. As always, you guys, we invite all of our live viewers to chime in and play along in the chats and comments out there. We're looking for the name of the song and the artist or band that's performing it. And tonight's category is Down to the Islands.
Oh, sick.
All right.
Yes. All right. Let's play. And this is a hodgepodge, by the way. There is songs from all over the place. Very exciting stuff. All right. Are we ready for the first clue? Are you ready?
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
First clue and Name That Tune. Here we go.
You do something to me that I can't explain.
Ellie,
What?
you want to hear it again?
Yes.
Here it is one more time.
You do something to me that I can't explain.
You said name and artist.
Yes. At least one of those two people singing. I'll take at least one of those two people singing that song. And the answers are flowing in already.
I'm just gonna say it right now. I have no idea.
No idea?
No idea.
Scott Bench is tuning in.
Hey, Scotty B.
Nailed it. Scott's an overachiever. He even put in who actually wrote the song. Jaber just said what Phil said. All right, what do you guys have here in the lounge? Show them to the cameras there. You know what, Ellie? That's absolutely right. Yes. Yes. What did you have there, Sean?
I don't have anything. No. I don't even have a clue what.
Who was the guy? Why can't I remember the guy?
Kenny Rogers.
That's right.
And Dolly Parton, Islands in the Stream.
Islands in the stream, that is what we are. No.
There was a really great meme that came out around like political debate time where I don't remember who it was, but it looked like it's like, oh, just pretend they're singing Islands in the Stream together.
Awesome. Yeah, Scott said that was written by Barry Gibb from the Bee Gees.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Barry Gibb,
Johnny
BG,
B
the
with
Bee
fun
Gees.
facts.
Yeah, he writes amazing tunes anyway. Nice, good job. All right, are we ready for the next
Let's do it.
clue? And name that tune. Here it comes.
Trying my best.
That's all you get. Here's that clue one more time.
It's actually like my favorite vacation song.
It's so good, right? It
I was gonna
instantly
listen to it
puts me in a good mood until I hear it too much.
Then it's like,
I am so bad at naming artists. I've heard this song a million times, and I have.
Ellie's, you're good? You ready?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Nice. Scott says sounds like Jack Johnson. No, Scott. Scotty doesn't know. Phil said Brad Brock. No, I do cover that tune, but it's not me. It's not me. All right,
I
what do
say that's wrong.
you guys have? Island in the Sun. Somebody.
Somebody.
It is Island in the Sun by Weezer.
It just means that I'm not actually.
10 points to Gryffindor.
Yeah, I'll give you that. It is somebody.
All right. Sweet.
Jordan got it. Jordan, it's better late than pregnant. That's what I always say.
Wow.
Wait, what?
We actually got that from Golden Girls. That's an old Golden Girls episode.
Nice.
That's what Blanche said.
That's
That is
Dorothy
something
line.
Blanche would
That's where I'm
say.
throwing it to.
Better late than pregnant.
Yeah, that was pretty good. We do love Golden Girls. I have a Golden Girls mug that I steal from Jordan from time to time on the morning radio show.
Where are your prayer candles? Those are my favorite thing in the world.
They're hiding a little bit. They're in the I don't even know what you call that, a console table by the front door, the entry table.
Okay.
They're in there. They see you every time you come in and every time you leave.
Our Lord and Savior Betty White.
Yes. I do have under our coffee table the magazine with Betty White saying Betty White's 100th birthday.
Oh, she's so
And then she died.
well, she made it to 100.
She didn't.
Oh, she didn't make
didn't.
it to 100.
She died on my birthday.
Oh no, that's a terrible birthday.
I thought she did make it.
She didn't.
Must
She
have
was
been
shy
close.
by like 16 days or something.
Hey, well, she lived her life grand.
She sure did.
She did some cool stuff.
We watch like the Buzzer game show channel all the time on Roku, and of course her husband or late husband was a game show guy. That was what he did, and so she's like on all the shows. She's spicy, man. I would have liked to have known her, but I was just a kid.
What's her Scoville rating? She's at least.
Well, it only goes to 20
69
million.
million.
Yes. There it is. All right, next clue, you guys. This one, when I heard this song, I was like, I know this song. Never knew it was by this person. Here it is.
In the sun with your hair undone. Can you hear me now?
And then I realized this guy has a string of bangers. And was like, oh my God, this guy's amazing. Here's that a clue one more time.
In the sun with your hair undone. Can you hear me now?
Man, I need to get out of the house a little more because I haven't heard this one either. This is terrible.
Just shouted one.
Ellie, nothing?
I have no idea.
Anybody have anything?
I'm just gonna show you now. Nope.
Nope.
I got nothing on
All right, so nobody here. Scott Benj, though, right out of the
Of course
gate.
he knows it.
He also went on to say that the solo in this song is by Joe Walsh from the Eagles.
Wow.
Thanks, Scott. I miss you playing this game, Scott. Scott, man, years
He's still playing,
ago,
he's poning us up.
he would always chime in and just annihilate everyone at Name That Tune. Jaybird got it there. It is Jay Ferguson is the artist, and the song is Thunder Island.
Out on Thunder Island.
Nope.
If there's like a doo-doo-doo part, you might get it. Maybe I'll play it later.
Okay.
It's a great song. I played the whole. I was pulling the clips and then I played the whole thing. I was like, this is a jam.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Ferguson. Don't sleep on him.
We'll listen to it on the
Don't sleep with him either, but don't sleep on him.
Yeah.
Scott said, I finally have a night free. Thanks for the kind words earlier. Yeah. Oh, you heard us talking about him. We didn't know he was chiming in. Oh, Lord. Good thing we were saying all the good things about Scott. All right, you guys. Next clue on Name That Tune here tonight. Down to the islands.
Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you from you.
Here's that clue one more time, as if you need it.
Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you from you.
Scott.
Did you do that song?
Got it. There was like an 11-second delay, and Scott still somehow managed to get the answer in. He didn't even hear it yet. Got the answer in there. Jaybird in it also. What do you guys have here in the lounge? Yes, Ellie. Kokomo. Yes, Victoria.
It was on Family Guy, so
That's good enough for me. If it was on Family Guy, it's canon. We're here for it. It is Kokomo by the Beach Boys. Excellent.
guess I need to listen to more Beach Boys.
There's so much. There's so much Beach Boys. All right. And finally, last clue here in this round of Name That Tune. Here we go.
Walking with the beach to my left, seat to my right, and I'ma get.
What?
I feel like I should probably 100% know.
Here's one more time.
Yeah.
Walking with the beach to my left.
I feel like this is one
seat to my
Jordan's going to get.
I feel like
And
I
I'ma
recognize
get.
the voice.
This is a country song for sure.
Welcome to the show, Ellie. Wow. What an observation. I'm very proud of you. Very proud of you. You're a good kid. Jaybird said, in my roadie days, I did a Beach Boys show, and you'll never guess who played the drums for the show. John Stamos, he said. John Stamos. I didn't know John Stamos was a drummer.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Photos or it didn't happen, Jay. Photos or it didn't happen, Jay. Scott wants to know that he said it was on Family Guy? Kokomo?
Yeah. Yeah, they did that whole skit about it.
I'll have to find it.
It has to be Family Guy. It's either Family Guy, South Park, one of those
Could 100% see South Park.
hilarious cartoons.
Yes.
But there was a whole skit about it. I'm pretty sure it was Stewie. He did like this whole like weird beach thing going on.
No, Scott, not this song. This song was not on Family Guy.
No.
Walking with the beach to my left, seat to my right.
Jordan
and I'ma
finally got it. She must be busy because she's like abbreviating everything now. What do you guys have here in the lounge?
I have a shrug. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's
no
cute.
idea.
It is Zach Brown Band, Island Song.
Down in
man.
the islands, down in the islands, you
He has a
should.
very distinct
He
voice.
does,
I knew
and
I
I couldn't
recognized
place it.
Exactly.
Damn you, Zach Brown.
That's it. I'm proud of you guys, though. I really thought you guys were going to nail Jay Ferguson.
That's what happens when I play shows too. People request these things and they're like, "What do you mean you don't know it?" And I'm like, "I just don't know it. I
Oh
don't
my
know."
God.
I like to think
do-
I'm pretty well versed in music.
I love the people that are visually appalled when you don't know the song they request.
One time I had a lady very aggressively requesting Sweet Home Alabama, and I was on like a hard like 90s R&B thing, and she's like, "Can you play Sweet Home Alabama?" And I was a little drunk at this point, and I was like, "I've never heard of that song." She's like, "What?" Like, "What? Sweet Home what?" "Sweet Home Alabama." She's like yelling at me at this point. And I was like,
God.
"I don't think I've ever heard of that. I'm sorry."
Oh my God. You know,
It's
there
fun.
are some songs that come to mind. American Pie is one of them.
I hate playing American Pie. It's like 7 verses.
Listen, I love the song is great.
I love the song. I like playing it.
And Scott Benj actually plays a great version of it when he performs. But like, I don't know all the lyrics, and that is a lot of reading. And like, you see my show. I don't have. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
I'm either trying to read, play the guitar, do the drums. Like John Prestige, he's got everything memorized.
Yeah.
Good for him. I can't remember anything. I don't even know where I am half the time. So it's wonderful to be able to pull up the. If it's a song I'm fairly familiar with, and at this
Give it a
point I should
go.
know. But no, American Pie. It's very long, and the words go so quickly. I don't know.
It's not one of my favorites.
Really, I should just buckle down and learn it.
Well, have you seen that? It sounds like this isn't even a shameless plug for me, but I've been using this this app / program called Juke, which is specifically for what we do. And you can go in and you can create a set list of all the songs you play, and then you can assign prices for certain songs. And so when
What?
you just get a QR code and they can. Okay, you can send in a request to this. So it'll take you to all the songs that I play. And then like Sweet Home Alabama is like $50. Wagon Wheel, $100. I think I put Freebird on there as a joke for like $1,000. I'm still not going to play it. But
Juke.
yeah, JUKE.band.
What?
I just started using it. It's been great because you can link all your socials on there as well. And you can have your entire calendar on there. It can take you have your own like user profile they can tip you on, or they can send in requests. You have the option to add in people writing in requests. It's really cool. I like using it.
That's so smart.
Mm-hmm.
These people are like, I always feel like I have the idea, but I don't have the wherewithal. Because I was doing the same thing. I had an app for a while for myself. It was the Brad Brock app, and you can go in and like I had a link on there. You can like open my songbook and make a request. But it would just send it to my phone as a text message. I don't check my phone.
Yeah.
So I'd look and be like, oh, at the end of the set, be like, I have 9 requests. I'm like, oh, well, that didn't go well.
Yeah.
But this app seems much more like in the realm of all those things,
You can leave it on like as like a live show in front of you, or it also they added in a text feature as well. So if you're like looking at your
I
guitar
needed
app,
to like shoot a dart at me or something. You know what I'm saying?
it will shock you if you have.
Yeah,
a
like
request.
it'll be like, oh, I got a request. So what are we doing? That's brilliant that you can attach a price to it too.
Yeah.
Juke.
Yeah, and there's
JUKE.
like suggestions for prices as well. Like I think it's kind of funny to like, what's the value of like playing a cover song? Like, Four Non Blondes was one of them that was like up there. Like that's definitely one of my more requested songs too. But what I've noticed, and I don't use it at every gig, but I use it at a lot of my gigs. But people tend to request really slow, depressing songs. But if I don't, I'm like, just check the list. Like I was actually playing somewhere, and I have another program that I was using for a while that was a text message system. Essentially, it was kind of more aimed towards DJs, where they could send you like messages. It could be like, oh, that guy in the red shirt's really cute, or it could be play some Neil Diamond or whatever, or they could send pictures. Which you have to approve first. We're just gonna put that out there.
Fair enough.
But I turned it into send me pictures of your dogs. So then somebody's like yelling at me one night, like, "Can you play some Sarah McLachlan?" And I was like, "Do you really, with these pictures of adorable animals sliding over my head, want me to play you any Sarah McLachlan right now?" That's not gonna happen. You want to have a group cry tonight? In the arms of the angel.
Oh my God.
Plus, like, it's always happened like Key West, where I'm like, trying to like match that energy of like,
Sure.
fun. We're on vacation. Let's get drunk. Let's have fun. In the arms of the angel.
Yeah.
Like, no.
I don't. My favorite is always like I have a very like I play a lot of different styles of music. But my style, the way that I present them, is all very similar. Like I could play songs from all these various genres, and they sound like they could be together on one project. You know, so I have a very distinct sound. You know, I can't
formula.
Yeah, you know, like I can't perform. You know, certain songs. Like it's just not in my wheelhouse. Certainly not going to be doing "Sweet Child of Mine" or you know, Megadeth or Metallica.
Yeah, for me it's Dave Matthews. Like I like Dave Matthews, but it doesn't transpose into like my style.
Right. So, you know, my favorite is like when people have listened to me play all night long. At this point, should have a vibe, at least a grasp on what I
Keyword
do.
being should.
Should, yeah. And then they come up and they request like the most random thing, you know, like some like 90s hip hop stuff, which I really ought to learn a few so I can blow some minds.
Yeah.
But like, it's just not in my wheelhouse, you know, it's not what I do. And you know, we while we're playing songs, we're not a jukebox, and we are trying to present a vibe or keep a vibe going, like a DJ does in the club. You know, the DJ's not going to stop and play "Islands in the Stream" when he's throwing down, you know,
Like house techno night or something like.
So I don't know.
Can you play "Islands in the Stream"?
Maybe if they could mix it to some like, you know, into some cool thing.
All right, Brad, that's going to be your 90s hip hop song. Is you're going to do like a 90s hip hop version of "Islands in the Stream."
All right. All right.
Let's make that up.
I'm going to take it. I'm going to do it. Do you guys want to play one more game?
Sure.
Go
One
for
more
it.
game, and then we'll get another. Then we'll get another song.
Sounds good.
You'll definitely have to pee by then, for sure.
I'm okay for now.
Okay.
I am out of water though.
Oh no! See, it's happening. All right, you guys. So we're gonna play a little game of true and false. You guys viewing at home can chime in, and viewing at home or wherever. I know Jordan's not at home. Damn it. Yeah, Jordan. Interesting that you and Derek are out on the same day. No.
Sus. That's what the kids are saying.
Sus. That's another one. That's lit, fam.
Keep you cool and hip and with it.
I like this game because it's 50-50.
Yeah, you have a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, this is good. I like these odds.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. So this is a hodgepodge of questions, and all we're looking for is a true or false answer. These are the best ones that I found for me. I was very excited. All right, first question: true or false? A cross between a horse and a zebra is called a hobra.
Oh, what?
A cross between a horse and a zebra is called a hobra.
Oh, brah.
All right. What do you guys have here? Everybody said false, and you would be correct to say false. A male zebra and a female horse is called a zorse. That makes sense, doesn't it?
Yes.
A female zebra and a male horse is called a zonkey.
Like what?
That sounds like one of those new millennial, what are the kids saying words too?
Yeah, that sounds lit.
Insert anything weird here. All right. A zonkey. Jaybird got it. He said zorse. Or a zonkey. I would have accepted that. All right. Next question here. A black box in a plane is black.
What?
A black box in a plane is black. You know, the little black box recorder. You know, when the plane crashes, that's what they go to find and retrieve to tell them why the plane crashed.
Oh, I didn't know that planes had that.
Oh, man. No, you didn't know either?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. I just
What's the
don't.
movie with Denzel when he's flying the plane?
Denzel. You didn't know that they have a
No.
black box recorder that records all the telemetry and everything prior to the plane, you know, kabooming?
No.
Yes, all planes have it. All right, what do you guys have here? The only one right is Victoria. It is false.
Isn't it yellow?
It's orange.
No.
Scott and Jaybird there got
Of
it.
course it's orange. Because when the plane crashes, you can find it.
Yeah.
That makes
See?
sense. I don't know why.
Then why do you call it a black box? Why is it not the orange box?
I don't know, man.
It's to throw off.
So throw you off, yeah. So you're looking for a black box, and then they're like, "No, idiot, it's orange."
It's like one of those tricks when you're trying to
Dumb.
find something. You can be like, "Where's the black box?"
Yeah.
All right, next question. Idina Menzel sings Let It Go 20 times in the song Let It Go from Frozen. No counting on your fingers, Sean.
Man. I don't even know the whole song anyway.
Idina Menzel sings Let It Go 20 times in Let It Go, the song from Frozen. What do you guys have? True, true, false.
It's more. It's got to be more.
It's more. Good job, Sean.
Oh, wow.
Sean went with his gut
I was going to say, it sounds
and then
like a
changed
lot
his
more.
mind.
I guess there's like probably 6 per chorus.
It's a lot. It's almost too much.
Let it
She sings it
go.
21
Oh,
times.
come on.
Wow.
Gotcha.
21 times. Here's a fun one. True or false, the unicorn is the national animal of Scotland.
Oh, I hope it is.
The unicorn is the national animal of Scotland.
That seems like something they would do.
What are you trying to say?
It's a wonderful place.
Let's see what you guys got. False, false, and it's true. The national
Good job.
animal of Scotland
I didn't believe
is a
it, but I wanted
unicorn.
to believe it was true.
Yes.
It's a fictitious island or fictitious land run by a fictitious animal.
Interesting.
Yes. They fought for their freedom
Okay.
in kilts.
And there you
According to the very factual, very historically accurate Braveheart.
Braveheart.
That too. All right, next question. Ariana Grande is 25 years or under. 25 years old or under.
Easy.
I have no idea, but I'm just.
Like currently?
Yeah.
No, yeah, easy.
You think you're real hard over there.
I can see her.
All right, what do you guys got? False, false, true. The answer is false.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
like
almost
20.
30.
Yeah, she is.
Now?
She is 29 years old, and she'll be 30 in June
My
of this
friend
year.
Oh, what day in June?
Ah,
Are we birthday buddies?
I don't know. I'm not sure when.
We're still going to be birthday
Nice,
buddies.
You're certainly in
When
the
is Ariana Grande's birthday? I said Granda.
the Google
He
brain.
was born the 26th of June 1990.
Very close. It's very close.
We are birthday buddies.
Cool.
God, Jaybird. Jaybird, it's a little unusual that you know so much. Straight
Wow.
up said she's 29. She's born on the 26th. Good job, Jay.
My friend in Isla Morada, her dad is one of his regulars.
No kidding.
Yep.
That's awesome.
And he's a fisherman.
Yeah, she's. Jaybird said. He said, "Hey Google." Oh my God, my phone's listening.
Oh,
Get out of here.
no.
You ducked like something was terrible
What?
was going to happen. You were like, oh, God.
Oh my God. It's because I use so many phones in here
Oh.
as things. Like her camera is a Google phone. Mine, my phone is a Google phone that controls everything. So
Okay.
it would like turn the whole joint off. It's the keys. The keys to everything. All right. Next question. Walt Disney holds the record for most Oscars won.
What?
Walt Disney holds the record for most Oscars won. True or false? You guys leave Jay Bird alone in there. He just knows his stuff. He knows his grande. All right, what do you guys have here? One true, two falses here in the lounge. It's true. It's true.
Oh, nice.
He won 26 Academy Awards and was nominated a grand total of 59 times throughout his career.
Wow.
I'm assuming that was when he was alive. Fantastic. What a guy.
Wonder if you could still win awards when
I
you're
was
dead.
Walt Disney in 3rd grade when we had to pick a famous person to be.
I don't even know what he looks like.
You dressed up like him?
Yeah, like I was Walt Disney.
Interesting.
What is
Do you
he
have a little mustache and everything?
I looked a little Hitler-esque. Like a little brown
To be
child.
fair,
It was kind of just the look.
Walt had a little bit of that look himself. Perhaps maybe some of the tendencies, judging by whatever biography you listened to. I don't know.
That's a slippery slope of a conspiracy.
It sure
I
is.
like it, though.
Well, I'm gonna let that one slide on by like Splash Mountain.
Oh, too soon. Too
Too
soon.
soon?
I like the memes of Splash Mountain. It's just got a Spirit Halloween banner across it.
I like that. It's crazy that people are trying to like sell the water from there.
Are they really?
You didn't hear about
People
this?
are crazy.
People like apparently bottled the water from Splash Mountain. They're trying to sell it on eBay.
That's
$25 a like
Oh my god.
like an ounce or 3 ounces.
Wow.
That's like really gross. You know how much skin flakes and
Ew.
stuff are in there? Oh my god.
Well, I'm
So much
hungry now.
urine.
Yum 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 yum. Ew, urine.
Really bad.
So much urine.
You're in luck.
Oh, no.
Very nice. Sex and the City star Kim Cattrall is from California. Sex and the City star Kim Cattrall is from California. True or false? California. No.
What is that?
False, true,
That's a
and
true.
false. It is false.
I was gonna say if Sean is the only one that gets that right.
It is false. She's actually from Liverpool.
Oh, I was gonna. She seems Canadian.
She lived in Canada.
Canadian.
Idiot.
Wow.
I know. Yeah, she lived in Canada for most of her life. She has citizenship there and in England, and she only recently got an American citizenship in 2020. Believe it or not.
Wow.
Yeah, in
Wait,
my-
so she was working here the whole time?
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Sauce.
And I was trying to figure out if she had an accent or not. And it depending on who she's interviewing with, like if she's interviewing with somebody that's British, some of it comes out. If she's interviewing with anyone else, she sounds like Sex and the City.
Okay.
Huh.
To be fair, I kind of do that too by accident. I'm definitely like people have British accents, and I'm like, oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you, dear.
Good day, mate.
Kind so.
Am I a terrible person?
No. Hilaria Baldwin gets away with it all the time.
Oh,
There you
God.
That's another story for another day. Hippos sweat a red substance. True or false? Hippopotamuses sweat a red substance. True or false? All right, what do you guys got here? True, true, true. It is true.
How do we all
Gross.
know that? I just guess.
I feel like I've seen red hippos.
I-
I feel like I've watched enough like
What did
nature
you-
documentaries.
What did you eat before you saw the red hippos?
No, I feel like I've watched enough like nature shows where like they show hippos and they like
I went out to the desert and I smoked some peyote.
And then I saw a red hippo.
An oasis appeared and I saw red hippos. And they said, don't go back. Oh my God. Last question. In the English language, there is no word that rhymes with orange. In the English language, there is no word that rhymes with orange.
I mean
A true rhyme, right?
Yeah.
Like a true.
Yeah, true rhyme. Not true
Rhymes
crime.
and there's true crimes. I was gonna say that.
You know what? Oh my God, I just had a great idea. I don't even want to say it because I don't want somebody to steal it. I'll tell you off air.
Okay.
This might be our thing. All right, what do you guys got here? True, true, false. False is the wrong answer. It is true. There is no word in the English language that rhymes with orange.
Trust me, I've tried.
I still beg to differ.
Yeah.
I saw Eminem do like a whole little thing where he rhymed a bunch of shit with orange.
That's not English.
That's
M&Ms.
Dr. Seuss, isn't it?
Doctor-
Dr. Seuss.
What?
Because Dr. Seuss just kind of throws words together.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Brilliant,
I didn't know what
man.
you're getting at.
I don't know. I'm just all-
Great
Like Pompatus?
literatarian of our time.
Did you know that pompatus is a made-up word from the Joker? Because I didn't know that.
Pompatus?
Yeah, because I speak of the pompatus. of
Oh, yeah.
the-
I sing that song every
Pompatus.
single night of my life.
Pompatus.
There's a guy who performs down in the Virgin Islands, and instead of singing that last time, he's like, what the hell is a pompatus?
That's what when I sing Brown Eyed Girl, when I'm unable to avoid it, I always ask what the hell is a transistor radio?
I sing Brown Eyed Squirrel a lot.
Oh, that's a good one too. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you and a couple of other people I know squirrel it up all the time.
Yeah.
All right, that's the game. Good job,
Squirrel
you
it up.
guys.
You know how I be swirling it up.
All right. Well, thought we get another song. Yeah? Another song. Where are we at on time, Ellie? And then we'll do, we got time.
Yeah.
I got some headlines I want to share with you guys. And then we'll do our shameless plugs. And then the show is over. All right, you guys. Let's hear it for Victoria Leigh.
I'm going to do 103 degrees. It's 103, so we make our way down to the beach today. It's gonna be a good day. Oh, let's go pick up a 24 pack and please wear that silly pink hat that I love. That I love. Oh, it may be 103 degrees outside. I'll be chilling, you by my side. So sit and watch the waves crash on the shore. Pass me another drink, I need some more of your love. Of your love. Let's stay here all day, sun goes down and we'll have a crazy night downtown tonight. It's gonna be a good night. Oh, it may be 103 degrees outside. I'll be chilling, you by my side. Let's sink into all the hotels until the gig is out and call us crazy fools. That's alright. Yeah, that's alright. It'll be just like back when we were 17. We thought we knew it all and everything in between. We were wrong. Oh, were we wrong? Oh, it may be 103 degrees outside. I'll be chilling, you by my side. Watch the waves crash on the shore. Pass me another drink, I need some more of your love. Of your love. Let's stay here all day, sun goes down and we'll have a crazy night on the town tonight. It's gonna be a good night. Oh, it may be 103 degrees outside. I'll be chilling, you by my side. Give me another kiss, I need some more of your love. Of your love. Let's stay here all day, sun goes down and we'll have a crazy night downtown tonight. It's gonna be a good night. Oh, it may be 103 degrees outside. Said it may be 103 degrees outside. I'll be chilling, I'll be sipping, I'll be living, you by my side. By my side. By my side. By my side. You by my side.
Awesome sauce. Oh, I love. Oh, I muted your microphone. There you go.
Thanks.
Oh man, you're still in the hallway. Hello.
Hello.
Oh my God, so many great comments. Everybody says the guitar sounds nice. What a great voice. Jaybird wants to know, number one, where can I buy her CD? And number two, do they still make CDs?
No, they don't make them anymore.
Totally done. They do make great coasters, though.
They do. I've actually cut a bunch up for projects, like art projects and stuff. You know what? Oh, I used to use the AOL CDs.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yep.
How much money do you think they spent like making those CDs? It had to be.
I don't
quite a
know.
lot.
I feel like CDs are more expensive to buy now because they're not produced in
They're
mass
obsolete.
quantities anymore.
Yeah.
So like I don't know, randomly. So random offbeat story. I needed blank DVDs, right? Who still uses DVDs? This guy. I needed a DVD to burn a DVD of my fireplace so that I could have my fireplace because my little media player burnt out. And it happens, you know. So I went to Walmart to buy a blank DVD, and I was astonished at how expensive they are.
Really?
And I was like, wow, I really wasn't expecting it to be that much.
Like how much was it?
I don't know. I think for like a 5-pack, it was like $10 or something like that, or like $8.99 or something. But I was like, how expensive could it possibly be to manufacture this piece of equipment? But then I was thinking, maybe they don't make them anymore.
Yeah.
Like they're
They're
pointless.
down to the one factory.
Yeah, this is the one factory. It's like the vinyl factories. You know, vinyl's made this huge resurgence, but the places that make them haven't.
Yeah.
So they're just inundated with orders, unless, of course, you know, they're trying to make all the records for, actual record label people. And then you have independent artists that are trying to get vinyls too. And it's like, oh, yeah, we could totally do that. 6 years from now, we'll have your vinyls done. And so it's just whack.
Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with all that. Oh, my
CDs. I don't know about the CD. I guess I could burn you one. I don't know how I would do that.
I'll burn it, mail it to you.
I got to get one of those external CD burners, but then I also need a USB-C to whatever would I don't know. It's on iTunes.
It's on iTunes, Spotify, all their
Amazon.
yeah, crazy stuff.
I'll give you a flash drive.
It's funny. Vern Diesel just dropped a new album recently, and he did like a pre-sale where you can get like a signed copy. So I did that, and so I got it. But like when I get somebody's CD, I never ever listen to it.
Yeah.
I will stream it 1,000 times. Well, like get the CD, it goes on my shelf, and that's where it lives. And I love the touch of like having the artist sign it. To me, that's what makes it special. And so I have loads of discs signed by the artists that are my friends and whatnot.
Does your car have a CD player?
It does.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
My last one did not, and I didn't realize that was a thing.
So I never put CDs in there. It actually holds my phone holder. So the phone holder goes in the CD drive, and then my phone sits on there, and I stream all my music. It's ridiculous, but convenient.
Yeah.
So Vern, he came over, and we did a podcast a few weeks back, and he brought me another disc in just a sleeve, and he was like, "Here's the replacement disc for the disc that you have," and I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, every single CD I pressed had like a problem in the burning process, and then they just copied it over and over again." He's like, "So now I have to personally hand everybody a brand new disc."
No.
I was like, "Oh my God." So I swapped it out.
Yep.
You
See, this wouldn't happen if you stream it.
Yeah.
I love new technology.
I don't know. It probably could happen when you stream it too.
You know what? The only reason I really kept a lot of CDs, I'm a big Zach Deputy fan, and one of the things that he did, he had like a CD writing tower. So every live performance, you could, if you like knew him or knew somebody, you could buy the live performance of that night, which was really cool because I have, I don't know, 20 of them, and they're all different. Even like the songs, like are all played all different. So I missed that. That was cool.
That should still be a thing. I feel like they should still have something similar to that, but you could do it on like flash drives. Flash drives are pretty cheap.
Are cool.
You can get like a 500 megabyte flash drive, and that's enough to put music on for a night. And just hand them out.
Yeah, so I had a 2015 Kia Soul was my last car, And when I realized it didn't have a CD player at the time, I was upset because I go to shows and I get CDs, and I wanted to have it. So I went to good old Amazon and I got a Walkman style CD player that I haven't had since, I don't know. But I assumed incorrectly that at this point they would all have anti-shock technology. But the one that I got for like $15 did not. So like I rolled over a pebble when I'm driving. It's like, it was like, am I on the bus to elementary school again?
No.
Like, what is happening? So yeah, that failed terribly.
God, I remember when the anti-shock came out.
Game changer.
Seriously, I was the coolest kid on the school bus. That's for sure.
Yep.
Oh man. All right. In lieu of Jordan not being here to do the Jordy files, we're gonna skip all the pleasantries and we're gonna go straight into the Jordy files, better known tonight as the Bratty files. I just have a few stories that I read them earlier on the morning show. I do 2 shows on Wednesdays. I get up very early in the morning, and Philip, who's in here, he's with me every morning. So thanks, Philip, for being here. First headline. Let's do this. Let's get right into it. Tom Brady has retired again.
Again.
Very excited. He said, though, this time it's for good.
Gonna stick this time.
This time it's for good, you guys. Tom Brady announced his for good retirement on Twitter.
Is that where you do it if you're a professional player?
He made it a point. He said, there was a lot of fanfare around his last retirement. It was a big process. And he's like, today I just woke up and walked down to the beach. You could probably see on the video there or the on the screen. And he filmed himself on Twitter just saying, I retire, guys. Thanks for the good times. Love ya. Bye. Peace out. Brady out. Dude. The guy's a legend.
How old is he now?
45.
Man, I wish I
retired. Make that Brady money. And you could listen. The guy, love him or hate him, there's nobody could touch him. It's just statistically, he's the best quarterback that ever played the game. And these guys have a huge shoe to fill if they even want to get around him. Ellie, you're clearly a fan of a particular team. I think it's going to be a great game. I'm really excited that the Chiefs are pit against the Eagles this year because I'm a Patrick Mahomes fan. I think he's a great quarterback. He's inexperienced, but he's young and he has his whole career ahead of him to get to Brady status. And he's just watching him mop the floor with the guys last Sunday. No, he didn't really mop the floor. That was a pretty good game, but
it was close. It was very close.
But to watch him throw the ball, it's like laser.
He's
efficiency.
good. He's
very
a
good.
Great quarterback.
So, and what's great is Jalen Hurts, I don't think is as good, but he's more tenacious. So this is the quarterback for the Eagles. If he doesn't have a line of sight on anybody, he will run the ball to make the touchdown. No qualms. So he's scary in that. How do you defend against that? You got to sack him. Yeah. Anyway, Tom Brady was the best of both of those. The guy is great. And so I hope whoever buys his last thrown ball gets to keep it this time. You guys hear?
Maybe he'll retire again.
Did you hear that story though? The last time he retired, some dude bought the very last touchdown that Tom Brady ever thrown, the ball. He bought it for millions of dollars at auction, and then Tom Brady unretired.
And now it's worth nothing.
So I thought that was going to be the story. This guy was stuck with it. No, the company took it back and they refunded his money.
Really?
But now I guess he should have kept it for the story's sake.
No, it's the first retired ball.
So he's done. He's done. It's not the last we're going to see of Tom Brady. He signed a 10-year agreement with Fox Sports, so he'll be on the television talking about football for the next decade. So there you go. Bye, Tom Brady. Hope Tampa was nice to you. That's not all who's retiring.
Who else is retiring, Brad?
Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy Osbourne just announced the cancellation of all of his upcoming shows. He's been he hurt his back in a four-wheeling accident years and years ago, and he's been having surgeries trying to get his life together, and has not been able to do so. He's had multiple surgeries, you name it.
he's not eating the heads off bats anymore.
No, that probably would have cured him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's some kind of like special Indian medicine. Or something.
Is that him now?
That's him now.
Holy
Yeah,
moly, looking goblin-y.
he kind of looks like surrogate Jessica Parker, but
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like a woman.
maybe better. I don't know.
Oh
An old
no!
Am I allowed to say that?
I don't know.
I'm allowing it.
Are we gonna get sued? I feel
I don't know the
feel the
rules here.
spirits of Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah.
What the hell's her name?
There it is.
I feel the spirit of her attorneys coming over me. In a statement he released today, the 74-year-old said he had a major accident 4 years ago in which he damaged his spine and that he could no longer cope with the travel required for a tour. So he said, my one and only purpose during this time was to get back on stage. He said, my singing voice is fine. However, the 3 operations, stem cell treatments, endless physical therapy, and most recently, the groundbreaking cybernetics treatment. That sounds almost like Cyberdyne, almost like the Terminator.
Yeah.
Ozzy
Could you
Osbourne
imagine if
is-
Ozzy Osbourne becomes the first
the
Terminator, like of
Terminator.
all
If
people?
anybody was going to, it would be Ozzy Osbourne.
I am Terminator.
That'd be cool.
He would be Iron Man.
Yeah, he would be.
And he said, after all of that, my body is still physically weak. He ended that statement by thanking his family, band, crew, longtime friends, Judas Priest specifically, and his fans for their endless dedication, loyalty, and support, and for giving me the life that I've never, ever dreamed I would have.
But I feel like with all the drugs he's taken, I feel like he could just take more drugs and keep going.
I mean, I think
Honestly.
that's the Keith Richards.
Yeah. If you stop now, you won't keep going.
I mean, he's always just kind of been like a shuffler anyway. He just kind of
Yeah.
shuffles around.
Keep on shuffling.
Oh, poor. Oh, Ozzy. He didn't say that it was the end of his time in music. You know, he just released a record. It was nominated for a bunch of Grammys.
Yeah.
We'll see if he wins on Sunday.
I don't think
So-
you can ever retire from music
Yeah.
as a musician unless you were
Yeah.
like somebody who wasn't really a musician, like Paris Hilton. She was a musician at one point. We'll say
He was.
She was
had an
a
album.
yeah. She had an album.
Missed that part
That's a
of her
slap
life.
in the face. Paris Hilton put out an album, but I haven't yet.
So did Brie Larson.
Did she? No, but she was like a classically trained like violinist or something, and she also like I think she was an opera
Yeah,
singer. As
she
well.
put like a pop album out.
Did she?
Jordan actually went to see her. She was opening for I don't know Daniel Powder or something terrible. She'll chime in. She'll be like, "It wasn't him."
Is that him?
I think I know who it was, but it's not Daniel Powder. She'll chime in if she's still listening. Who knows? She might be sleeping. Anyway, but yeah, so he's still in the game. He's just not touring. And somebody else that's finishing up their touring careers, Elton John. I just recently watched the Elton John, the Dodger Stadium farewell concert. They have it on Disney Plus. I was just putting it on as casual watching while I had dinner the other night. Wept like a child. It was fantastic. It inspired me. His band, all 100 years old, all just superior musicians.
Yeah.
He himself, Elton John, 75, is a masterful piano player. You know, he's like, he gave up some of the high notes. He let his backup singers knock some of those out.
Yeah.
But like every song, the energy that he gave was just so good. So good. And like it was a star-studded audience out there in LA. And it was a really lovely send-off. And if you get a chance, the movie was really well done, filming the concert. So it's worth it.
Okay, we'll check it out.
Disney Plus, Elton John's. Oh, that's not the point. The point is his Farewell Yellow Brick Road tour, which he's been on forever now. It broke the record for being the highest grossing tour ever.
Wow.
Yes, according to Consequence of Sound, or no, not of Sound, just Consequence Sound. The tour has brought in a running total of.
Is it
Insane.
a silly number?
It's a silly number. It's like, it's in and around like the Powerball. Elton John hit the Powerball on this tour. That's basically what's going
Over the
on.
last like 70, I don't know, 60 years.
$817.9 million.
Not too shabby.
since his farewell tour began in 2018.
He done good.
It's not too shabby. Rocket Man's reached the heights that other artists only dream of achieving, including me. So he is now the only artist in the world to have earned over $800 million during a tour. Before John broke the record, Ed Sheeran. That son of a bitch.
I love him, though. He started out as like a looper in bars, and that's why I love him.
He made $776 million
Did he really?
touring by himself.
That's sick.
He played arenas, him in a loop machine,
That's so cool.
and he made $776 million. Let me adjust my glasses.
Go Ed.
By himself. He didn't even have to pay the band.
Yeah.
He was the
He
band.
didn't have to-
One-man band.
Guys,
Pretty cool.
that's it. That's the Jordy Files. Thank you, Jordan, for that wonderful. Jordan was able to read the stories perfectly tonight.
Wow. I feel the shade.
All right, you guys, we're going to do our shameless plugs and then get you on with your life. We're going to go around and plug away at all the things we've got going on and that you should be looking out for in our shameless plug. It's very exciting stuff. All right, we'll start off with our very special guest, Ms. Victoria Leigh, soon to be Mrs. Victoria. What's your last name? Starts with a B, right?
My last name? Oh, I didn't know you were talking to me. Oh, yeah. Barraclow.
Barraclow. Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Oh, wow. You actually pronounced it right.
I'm
Nobody
like a
ever does.
parrot, dude. Barraclow. Barraclow.
Nobody ever pronounced it.
Well, my last name is actually Condenzio, and so we've made the joke that when we get married, we're both just going to change our last name to Smith, just because we don't have to spell our names for everybody. I was like,
Yes.
if we really,
God.
if we have a kid, we can just hyphenate that kid and just set him up for failure.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
He'll learn every letter in the alphabet
just by spelling.
just by spelling
their name.
their name. Yep.
Okay, shameless plugs. Let's see. If you're around the USVI, I will be there from the 2nd through the 6th playing for the Sweet Love After Party. And when I come back, I will be a part of the Arts Fest, which you talked about. And then I'll be going back down to the Keys later this month for my monthly trip. And I will be playing in all around. And in between those, I'll be around Martin County. So you can check my Facebook or my Instagram for updates on all that. And I will be back in the VI in March. I think that's all of my exciting things I have. A potential California tour come July.
What?
Not set in stone yet, but hopefully coming up soon. And that album's coming out. Damn it.
Yeah. Nice. Excellent. Sean, any shameless plugs?
No, nothing that anybody else would be excited for. I know I'm excited for what I got going on, which is going to Victoria's shows.
Yay!
He's the best like roadie I could possibly ask for.
No, actually,
and
I'm a groupie.
you're a grody.
Yeah,
Yeah, grody. Yeah, grody.
very grody.
No, he's the best.
Oh, I love that. Awesome.
Going to the Virgin Islands tomorrow.
Yep.
It's gonna be great.
My parents are coming too, so that's gonna
Yeah.
be a little. The whole fam will be there.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh, jealous. Jealous.
Good time.
How about you, Ellie? Any shameless plugs for you tonight?
No,
Oh,
not
look at
today.
you. You're in the big chair, and you don't even have any shameless plugs in the big chair.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Okay. Well, I've got a few, as I normally do.
What you got, Brad?
First and foremost, thank you guys so much for tuning in live with us tonight on YouTube, Facebook, and those of you listening on Shore Life Radio and JNC Radio. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. That would be dope. It would be lit, fam.
Whatever the kids are saying.
And like, share, and follow us on social media. You'll find us everywhere, even on the TikTok.
One of my friends this weekend asked me, he's like, "What's the number for an Uber?" And I was like, "Oh,
Oh, no.
Wow.
911.
Yeah.
I love it."
Catch the Jams and Coffee morning radio show at 8 a.m. Eastern on weekday mornings. I'll hit you with news, talk, and indie music to start your day. Wherever you're watching this show right now or listening, you can catch that morning show as well. So see you at 8 o'clock Eastern tomorrow morning, bright and early. Me and Philip will be there. Shout out to our sponsors and partners at Code Rum, Hop Life Brewing, Paul from the Drums and Rums podcast, the Sneaky Tiki in downtown Stewart, the Bug Juice, Chesser Custom Designs, BradBrockDesign.com, and LearnToLiveAboard.com, a wonderful blog about living on a sailboat. It sounds dreamy. Read that blog. It might make you rethink your whole life.
I did the van thing for a while.
Yeah. Vans don't sink generally, though.
This is true.
Yeah.
It's not impossible.
That's also true. Less probable,
The chances
but
of your
not
van sinking are
impossible.
low, but never zero.
But never zero. Don't forget to mark your calendars for ArtsFest in downtown Stewart. February 11th and 12th. We are the official entertainment host for the weekend. So we'll be introducing all the wonderful entertainers during the weekend. Just like Ms. Victoria Leigh. I'll be kicking off the weekend there myself with my one-man band show at 10:15 a.m., I think. But the gates open at 10 a.m. on Saturday, the 11th. So come and see us. It's going to be a great time. You can find all of my one-man band shows at bradbrock.com. Not quite as thick and pushed together like Victoria's, but, sparse and
This
and
coming
wonderful.
February is one of my lighter months, but I've been weeding through venues and come to a good list.
Yeah, you
It's better all the
sometimes you
time.
got to clean house.
Yes, definitely.
Yep.
It was necessary.
Be sure to visit our our OnlyFans page. All our feet pics are up there for you to subscribe to. I swear to God, I'm going to do it. Do you have to pay for an OnlyFans? Do you have to pay to
No.
start one?
No, I have my own Lee fans Facebook group.
Oh, yeah. I love that, by the way.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yep.
It's a great idea. You had that idea, and then our friend Paul from Drums and Rums made a shirt in the font from OnlyFans that it said Only Rums.
That's funny.
And I was like, that is brilliant.
Yeah, I have the same thing with the same logo, but it says ONLEIGH fans. He almost wore it tonight.
Yes, I was gonna wear it tonight, and then I dropped the ball.
That's okay. I'm gonna get a shirt that says Only Brocks,
There you go.
There you go.
and then it might sound like something else. And
Sounds like something
I think
else.
overall it's just a bad idea.
Only Brad's.
Maybe even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. maybe.
All right. Really though, check out our Patreon page. It's basically like OnlyFans for musicians and artists. It's $5 a month to join. You get some behind the scenes footage and some exclusive content.
Footage.
Footage. Yeah, sometimes I record like some audio of our pre-show. Sometimes there's some funny stuff that comes up there. I'll clip it out and throw it up there for you guys to check out. So do that. You can find links to everything I just talked about at jncpodcast.com. It's a cool site. Visit it. I made it myself. It's really like a one-stop shop. You can watch this show. You can listen to our radio station, see our social media. We have a news feed that rolls down of all the stories that we talk about in the morning or at night. So check it out. Do it, jncpodcast.com. That's it for my Shameless Plugs. All right, friends. That's it. That's it.
Thank you for having us tonight.
Oh my God! Thanks for being here. Seriously, really great to catch up. I wish we could, catch up more often. Let's try not to make it 2 years.
Is that really how long it
It's
was?
really been that long.
It was right before the girls moved to Alabama, so yeah, I guess it was around.
And it's funny because they just hit me up. Shanice just hit me up today and let me know that they're back.
Yeah.
They're ready to get back in the swing of things. So I think we're going to have them on pretty soon, to be honest with you. So yeah.
We're
It's
getting
like
that project back together as well. With
Yeah.
the-
Lefty Lucy.
Old Lefty Lucy.
Love it.
Yep.
Awesome. Very cool. Great to hear. Thanks again for hanging out with us tonight out there in Radio Land and or YouTube or Facebook Land. Appreciate that. Give it up once again for our special guest, the wonderful Miss Victoria Leigh. And Sean, hanging with us tonight. Oh, of course, with all hopefully Derek and Jordan will be back with us next week. We do have a very special guest. I need to confirm it tomorrow, but excited. She's in town. You've heard of her. She's in town from Nashville, and we're hopefully going to be able to hang out with her next week on the show. Until then, first say bye to Ellie. Thanks for being here. You're the only one holding down the fort.
Yeah.
Seriously, I didn't hear from you today. I even told them I was like I didn't hear from her. Everybody else bailed. I was like, I think it might just be us, and I'm having a nervous breakdown. No, you came in, you held down the fort. I love you, man. So yeah, we'll see you. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, but we'll see you next week on the Jams and Cocktails live podcast. Until then, friends, take care of yourselves and be kind to one another out there. Broadcasting live from the legendary JNC Lounge. I'm Brad Brock. We love ya. Good night.
Oh, I'm amazed.